because a young black girl has just been attacked, is being beaten up, being dragged by her hair. I don't think you understand. If you have extensions on your hair right now, you honestly, that to me was sounds really bad, but that bit really got me because I've had fights. I've won all my fights, right? But despite that, one of the biggest thing that was so annoying in my fights was the hair. It was so embarrassing, the hair being pulled out of your head. Honestly, and we know how it is when your hair gets pulled out of your head. So it just really bugs. It hurts. It's painful. This is going to be about the next topic. We are talking about something else now. So we've talked about friendship. Just gave a little bit of review on for my sisters. Thank you so much. But you know what? Something just came to me. I'm going to talk about it. Let's talk about the young black girl. The young black girl. Yeah, the young black girl who was racially assaulted by 3 white girls, I believe, and the mother. After 2 girls, age 11, and woman. So this girl was beaten up outside of school. So I'm going to show you the screen because I don't think I can play it. It'll be a bit too violent for. So anyway, let's look at this. Let's look at this. Yeah. So 5 people, including a 10-year-old and 11-year-old, arrested following fight. Group attacked a single teenage victim outside a school in Ashford, Surrey. Yeah, it was a racist attack. It was a black girl who was beaten up by I think 4 or 5 white women. If you've seen the video, right, the video is atrocious. I was sent a picture of her hair. Her hair's been pulled out of her roots. Yeah. I think they blocked this one out because, well, she was young and it was like a child. You know what was really sad about this? If you've seen the video, yeah. If you've seen this video, yeah, this is a guy called Respect, and he come up with a number of people out there to kind of just, I guess, stand in solidarity to not accept a racist attack like this. Let me say what happened. Let me tell you what happened, right? So I think the black girl was defending somebody else. Then I guess the white girls saw her defending that, didn't like that, and then said certain racial stuff and was like, "You're gonna get attacked," right? So she comes out of school and they jump her, and the mother is egging it on. What that kind of mother? Social services need to get involved. As a social worker, honestly, that level of encouragement, your children to be violent to a woman, young child, racially, you need to. Children in need, children need to get involved, mate. Child protection need to get involved because those kids, yeah, she was asking her 10-year-old child to attack another girl. You can hear her. Come on, get her. Come on, fight her. Come on, get her. Literally, I'm not exaggerating. That's the person you're hearing in the video is the mother. The person you are hearing in the video is the mother telling her, I guess, her children to beat up a black girl, right? And it's not because she's black, because I've seen a situation where the woman, it wasn't a black, it was just 2, I think, white girls fighting. And I was appalled. I think they were being bullied. So it's bad because they're jumping on her. It's bad because I think it was we've been told it has been racially motivated. Girls fight all the time. There's nothing new. It's terrible. It's disgusting. I would be outraged irrespective of that because it's just disgusting. I'll be outraged if a mother is egging on her children to fight. But knowing that it was because there's a racial element makes it even more deplorable, more disgusting, right? And then what makes it worse is that there was men in the car driving and they did nothing. They were watching. I think one guy was just like, hurry up, like, move out of the way. I don't know what happened there where men can see this and see the whole situation. We can hear it on the camera. You can see it. And did not get up and say, this is absolutely disgusting and terrible. The lackadaisicalness, the apathy, the nonchalance, the no one caring for this young black girl getting attacked was disgusting. Then when the principal came, when the head teacher actually came out, he just walked casually and was just like, get off. Is that how you would react? I'll be running, going, get off. Now, I do agree that he can't fling the children off because then he could be in trouble. But some level of assertiveness and forthrightness would have been helpful, would have been what was needed in that moment. because a young black girl has just been attacked, is being beaten up, being dragged by her hair. I don't think you understand. If you have extensions on your hair right now, you honestly, that to me was sounds really bad, but that bit really got me because I've had fights. I've won all my fights, right? But despite that, one of the biggest thing that was so annoying in my fights was the hair. It was so embarrassing. The hair being pulled out of your head. Honestly. And we know how it is when your hair gets pulled out of your head. Man. Oh, so it just really bugs. It hurts. It's painful. And I saw a picture of the scratches she had on her body. Yeah, pictures that she had on her body. Let me see if I can send it to myself, and then see it. Because if I can show you guys, it might be too graphic. That's the only thing. So I need to get used to what you can kind of show on. I need to get used to what you can show online. This is a young girl. Look how horrible that is. Someone said, if this happened to any of my kids, I am pretty sure I would be in Belmish now, waiting for trial. Honestly, if this happened to my child, I don't know what I would do, boy. But I'll tell you about that. But boy, I feel, but all I can say is God have mercy on my soul if that happened to my child. No way. It can't be the case. It can't be the case. Let's play this video and see what it is saying. I want to see what it is saying. So I'm going to play a video and I want to basically see what it's saying because I think that this needs to be, we need to talk about this. We need to talk about how this is happening in this day and age, right? How this happens in this day and age.
I wanted to bring you this update as we continue to investigate a serious racially aggravated assault outside a school in Ashford. I want you to know that we've arrested 5 people, 4 on suspicion of attempted racially aggravated GBH. 2 of these people were also arrested on suspicion of child neglect and for encouraging an offence to be committed. The victims continue to...
So that means they were adults. If they had been arrested for child neglect, that means they were adults. Mate, the situation is even worse than I thought. Like, that means they were adults. The 2 people were over 18 and were more likely older than that. Shocking. Arrested for child neglect. Good. You know what's so interesting? Ain't God good, right? Why did you promote this? Who was videoing this? Was it you that was videoing this and you thought that this would be good? Sometimes I think that people that do some mad behaviors live in their own world. It's like the whole Shanquella Robinson. How are you going to film a murder, bruv? I don't understand that. I'm glad you did it so we have evidence because the worst thing is people are doing things out here and there is no evidence of it. But I find it quite concerning that people are filming their actions. Are you normal? Are you normal? Are you not surprised, shocked that you're going to get... I just don't get the human beings. The trauma that this young black girl is going to go through is going to be really sad because she is not only traumatized because she's racially attacked, right? These things happen, but these should not be happening now. But you see, in 2023, black young girls are still being attacked because of the color of their skin and their gender. Are we taking the mickey out here? We are still being attacked for our gender. And when we tell you there's racism, you're like, no, there isn't. Look, I am the person that believes that racism exists, but it's not ubiquitous. Racism exists, right? But we can dismantle it. Racism exists, but it doesn't stop me. It will not stop me. It does not stop me. But racism must exist. There is no denying that there are... See, this is what I'm saying, that people that were racist in the 60s and 70s have not disappeared. They've raised children and got grandchildren thinking like this. Where do you think these children got racism from? They got it from their mum. They probably got it from her family. The reason why people are not overtly racist because it's no longer it's no longer agreed societally. If society was okay with racism, it would be a thing, but it isn't. So people keep it in. It's that simple. You don't know what I have in my head. I can be cussing you right now because you are this and that. And I know that if I say that out loud, I will get in trouble. So I won't say it out loud, but I will do it in other ways. I'll do it when I talk to other people. I'll do it when I think no one's looking. But I will treat that black person nastily because no one knows. It's a cleaner. Who's going to know that? But now with social media, people are getting caught for their behavior. They're getting caught for their behavior.
To receive specialist support from officers, and I can confirm that one has been to hospital and received treatment for injuries sustained during the attack. A 15-year-old girl is still wanted in connection with this assault on suspicion of racially aggravated harassment. She knows she is wanted. We are working hard to find her, and we ask her to come forward. The video of the assault is incredibly distressing.
We don't care about what community or who wants to try and intimidate us. When it comes to the children, we're stepping up now, man. Talking's done. Yeah, unless we're mobilizing and speaking about action. So we now know how Little Sis is going to be supported to some degree. Yeah, Black British parent and Black child agenda are going to deal with holding the school accountable.
With 25.
So yeah, that just shows you a powerful force when we come together and essentially say, we are not going to stand for this. You're not standing for our children that are meant to go to school for education and meant to be safe being racially attacked. She is now, yeah, people shared it because of concern, but now I don't know how she looks like. I didn't look at her face, right? But she is going to feel the eyes and stares of people. People in Ashford are going to hate her for speaking out. She didn't even speak out, bruv. People are going to hate her because she actually is the victim. That's how maddening racism is. That's how maddening people can be. That they will hate her. They will dislike her, but she's the victim. She was the one that was racially assaulted, but she's going to be the one that's disliked in the community because it's brought a negative light. No, what's happened is that the light has been shown on the racism that might exist in that area. A 15-year-old girl was wanted, bruv. How is a 15-year-old girl wanted? Like, when you hear this here, you think this must be mad. Like, how is a 15-year-old girl on the run? Where's her parents? Is she a foster child? Is she in a residential placement? Like, where the parents should know where their kids are. If she has parents and the kid is wanted, arrest the parents, please. I'm so sorry. I'll bring my child. My child needs to understand the consequences of her actions. Why are you hiding your child? Why are you hiding your child? Please answer me this question. Why have you hidden your child? Police. Go to the parents and say, look, your child is wanted. Where is your child? If you don't know where your child is, I'm going to arrest you for child neglect. Your child is missing. Not only is the child wanted, yet the child is missing. If the parents don't know where her children is, I'll be concerned. Why don't you know where your 15-year-old daughter is? Or are you hiding your daughter? You're trying to stop her from getting justice. You're trying to stop, not getting justice, getting her just desserts. That's why it's funny, you see. Nigeria isn't the only country that does this, right? In Nigeria, if this occurred, yes, these kids will be hidden. Money will be exchanged. It happens in the UK. It happened with the Shanquilla Robinson. I don't even know if they found them yet. Have they found the other four? Because they were not able to find some of them. People were hiding them. Look, parents, aunties, and uncles, I understand you're scared for your kids, but I am telling you, it is the best thing to let your child face the law. They need to understand that they're not 4. The 10-year-old you can allow, because the 10-year-old unfortunately is being told to do something by her parent. But the 15-year-olds, they knew better. They need to understand the same way that 14, 13-year-olds get done for crime. They need to get done. They need to go to juvie. They need to understand that they attacked somebody premeditated due to the color of her skin. Doesn't matter what issue. There was no issue that warranted that behavior. And the sad thing about it, the young girl that got assaulted did it because she was defending somebody else. So she was doing a kind gesture. Do you know what it means now? That a lot of us have to consider whether it is even worth supporting people, helping people, because we can get attacked to do something good. She got attacked for protecting maybe someone who was more vulnerable than her. Something needs to be done, right? I don't know if school governors take action. Now, people are saying about the principal. Yeah, let me be honest. If I'm very much about everyone taking responsibility and accountability for their actions, he is accountable for not the racism. No. If that exists and it has not been dealt with, then he is accountable for that. He's accountable for not dealing with that situation. The way he walked, I'm so sorry, the nonchalance that he walked, he didn't seem like he cared. Now, that picture, and I look, I'm not gonna be that mob that goes for somebody to job to go and not know the context. He might be very much a strict, an assertive, really good, what would you call it, head teacher. And there's one incident. So I also am aware of that. I just felt nobody protected her in that moment. Like for me, if I saw that, I would have gone mad. I would have jumped out of that car. I would have ran. I don't care. I would be flinging the kids, brother. I say, you arrest me then, arrest me. There is no way you're going to be 5 girls, 3 girls, 4 girls on that. Brother, I might have just fought the mother. Are you mad? I'd have been like, go into her. So I get it as a head teacher. You got to be very careful. There were other kids involved. But the way he came, I just don't think as a head teacher trying to protect your children, your pupils, that was the way to do it. He should have shouted and said, get off her now or you're excluded. I don't know if he knows the names. Lucy! Tracy! Like, that's what I would have wanted to see. Then me personally, I'm not calling for him to get sacked because, look, who's going to do better? That's not, I'm calling for, he should be more forthright and assertive on the video, right? He didn't know it was videoing, so he showed how he truly felt, and he was apathetic and nonchalant. Because I've seen it in school. I've worked in schools, and teachers run when there's a fight. They go mad. They pull the kids. They'll pull the jacket. That wasn't done. They won't swing and throw the child, but they come forcefully, and there was no force there. And that's concerning. So she was not protected. Look, mother, please take your daughter out of that school. If you can, take your daughter out of that school. Take your daughter out of that school. Let her get the therapy that she needs. Let her get the therapy that she needs, because honestly speaking, that is going to be traumatic. That will be very damaging if it's not dealt with well, because one of the things that she has now been thrusted into is the realization, as a Black woman, we are the least protected, the least valued person in this world. That is scary. Do you know what it feels like to realize that you could be being attacked and men and women will walk past you and see you there and video it? Do you know how demoralizing that is, dehumanizing that is, that she had to face a situation where no adult protected her? No adult protected her. Do you know what that does to your psyche as a person? It stops you from trusting people. It's embarrassing, it's shaming, but it's deplorable. Society that allows this is deplorable. If you did not do nothing, you are just as bad as those that put her hands on her. If you stood back and watched, if you videoed and never intervened, you are just as bad as that mother encouraging her children to beat up this young girl. You are just as bad. Your level of complacency, your lack of apathy. Be ashamed of yourself. Every single one of you there that day that did nothing to stop this from occurring, be ashamed of yourself. I pray that this does not happen to any of your kids, and you don't have to sit there and witness your child get beaten up mercilessly because of who they are. That's what I pray. Because of what they look like, because of the color of their skin, because of how they sound, how they speak. Thank you. That's a important conversation that just wanted to share because it's just something that needs to be said. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and see you in the next video.